Hello everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten's Guns for Poor by Optics. Today I'm kind of just doing a bit of an overview and a collection of like what I've gone over in, what is it, like 6 to 9 months or something, since we're getting near the end of the year and I'm trying to potentially be moving in the next couple months. So I kind of wanted to go over some things that like most weren't going into if when looking into this. Doing this that I'm actually taking more of a risk. Granted, I am not the most intelligent at this and the most well known. I don't get to go out and shoot as much as I should to be able to put the guns, put through rounds for the optics to actually see how long they're going to last. But the whole thing is to test out other ones that aren't as well known. Because if you're looking to do the cry once, buy once thing, or buy once, cry once, however the thing goes, in all honesty, for an optic, you really can't go wrong with a hollow sun. That'd be the 407Ks, the 407 or 507Cs. They're just going to be a good quality optic. Trigicon's usually pretty good. The aim points are usually pretty good. From what I've been seeing, like the Vortex for the Defenders have been doing well. Typically, if you get one that has like the RMSC, that thing's going to be fine. The only thing that sucks about them is you do have to remove the optic to change the battery. So that falls into that. From what I've seen and had more experience with, the SIG Romeo X's for the compacts have been pretty decent. I still need to get a better front sight for this one, because I think the one from Langdon Tactical I got for the EPS was a little bit short. But so far from what I've seen, typically when you go with these lower budget optics and everything, you're going to get a lot more, I think it'd be refraction. Like you're going to, when you're looking down in towards the actual glass, when it gets brighter, you're going to see more like little shards and everything. Now, I definitely did have that with the Votau 2, but from what I found, I think it was actually pretty good. I'm probably going to move it off this since I haven't taken this gun out in freaking months, and is either going to put it on the GP100 or my Ruger Blackhawk, though I may be using these to actually test further optics. Now, one of the downsides of going with something like for the RMSC of that, of going with the hollow sun, is the 407 507K does have their own footprint. And by that, typically your RMSC has 2 pegs up here and 2 pegs down here that let the optics sit on. And for the, well, I shouldn't say that they have the holes. And for the, okay, I have an actual mount up here. There it is. So a peg mount. This is going to be your typical footprint for the RMSC. So you have the 4 pegs. Now the thing that sucks is the hollow sun 507 and 407Ks, their RMSC sized ones don't actually fit this because they don't have the holes for these back ones. So depend on what you get, whether it be a Shield Plus. I'm not sure on the actual Glock MOSs for the 43X, 48. But even like the Hellcat, they have these 4 dots or these 4 pegs here, so it makes it a little bit harder to mount other things. Now, something like this one that I have on here, I did get the RMSC mount from Dila. If you're looking at a Beretta, that's the optic ready, they have the mounts for basically all of them that you can get. And if you go with the low mount, they also have the firing pin block that you can change out, which is really easy, by the way. You can look up a couple videos on it. Basically, I just kind of wanted to go through and like I said, give a bit of an overview. Some of the things that I'm going to be trying to do, trying to go into it some more accessories and everything. Probably busting out some of these because that might actually do something, though I don't necessarily know. But like I said, there are the ones that you can go with in that. I don't have anything to say on the Dalbanal on that, but from what I've seen for the budget optics, the Zulizis have been pretty decent. I really haven't had any issues with them, at least for their the Z1 and the Oak. My dad hasn't taken his RMR Votau 2 out as much, but like I said, I had a bunch through this one. It did pretty well. I'm trying to think of any of the other ones that I have. The O-Hunt's actually been pretty decent. I haven't really tried any of the other ones. The Vector have been pretty good. I've seen good things about getting, and they're relatively inexpensive. So it really just depends all on what you're looking for and what you're looking to do. So the biggest thing you're going to have to do whenever you actually go to mount your optic, depending on what you're going to mount it to, is to see what your actual footprint on your gun is. Because some of them will be an RMSC, is what they'll call, but they'll be able to easily mount like this PSA slide that can easily mount the 407s and 507s. And because of how low they actually cut theirs, you can use regular sights to co-witness. Trying to think if there's anything else I actually wanted to get on this whole thing. Hopefully, if I can get the move, I can actually go through and do more with it. Like I said, the only reason why I want to get the different sight for this one, I had to pop this one out to see how the other one will look, is because this I plan on making into a carry gun along with my Langdon Tactical, because they're both the exact same size, just one's optic ready, one's not. Need to do some more with this one. Like I said, probably going to be looking at using this in my Black Hawk as well, because unfortunately this optic mount did not work on my Ruger LCRX in 22 LR. So I found another person or company that makes the mount for it that I'll probably buy after I move, and I'm most likely just going to either stick one of these on or one of the other ones on, because it's a 22 LR. It's just meant to be a fun gun. I'm still debating on, since I have a Glock 43 and a 43X, replacing the other, or buying another slide so I can use my 43X as a test gun as well. But like I said, I'm actually going to grab that Ruger Black Hawk real quick. I got it. Oh, I should have brought it over beforehand. But like I said, the Oak C has actually been pretty nice. But yeah, the EGW had went and made the different optic mounts, so it works on the Black Hawk and on the GP100 as long as they have a rear sight. Now the thing that was weird is one of these was supposed to be a hollow sun mount, but it still has the two back pegs. Yeah, the one I'm looking at for the Ruger LCRX, depending on which generation I get, if I can get the Gen 2, has two permanently mounted pegs in the front to be able to use the 507 407s, and two plugs that you can insert in the back. The generation 1s, depending on which one you get, all of them are a polymer insert peg for that. But yeah, if you're looking to do a buy once, cry once type thing, you can't go wrong with a hollow sun. From everything I've seen, some people don't want to use them because they are a bit more of Chinese, I think. So I do like them. Like I said, I've also seen good from the SIG Romeo X Compact, though I know not everyone wants to buy from SIG because of what they've done throughout their life. So it's all the decision you have to make. But pretty much, if any of your major training, like large training companies, are going to go through and recommend it's like recommended optic, it's usually been pretty tried and tested. You're not seeing as many other ones. Like, I haven't gone through any of the Sealy optics to see how good they are, and I've seen some mixed reviews. More of the positive seems to be people who have gotten them sent to them. But that's really it. I need to put more rounds through this one, try to take these ones out, see how well these optic mounts work, and probably end up switching some of these RMSCs off. I have an SMSC and an SMS2. So we'll see how they go. And it's yeah, that is basically it. Just kind of going over, there are valid reasons to buy the Trijicon or the whatnot. You're not going to put the Trijicon SRO on your carry gun because it's meant to be a competition one. But I mean, there are people who put the 507 comp on their carry gun. It all just depends. But like I said, if you're looking to do a specific thing, buy one thing and not really have to worry about it, you can't go wrong with hollow sun. In my opinion, it just depends on whether you want to get a dot or a dot in a circle, or if you go through Primary Arms, get their the thing that's got the chevron and the weird circles. So that way, if you actually aren't showing it right, you see a little bit of an outline. Now, I typically, for the hollow suns, like the 507, whether it be in the green or the red, because the nice thing about them, just like the Romeo X Compact, because it's got a dot with a predominant circle, but it actually has the bottom cuts off, or has not cut off. It has basically a gap for this. It's like a almost full circle. Wow, I'm just rambling now. But I can't remember which one of these you actually hold. You can go through its literature or just test it yourself, because it's to press both of them to turn it off. But you can actually cycle through having the dot and the circle, just the circle or just the dot. Because I know some people like just the dot. Now, from what I've seen from the Zulizzi's, most of those, if they have a dot and a circle, you cannot cycle in between. So if it is just a dot, it is just, or if it's a dot and a circle, that's all you get. If it's a dot, it's just a dot, and you can't get a circle with it. The Votautu, I can't remember because I haven't messed with it, but I think you can cycle them. I know on the, like I said, on the Sigram X Compact you can, and this has just been a rambling video of probably nonsense, because I should have went to the range and didn't, because, well, life gets a little chaotic when you're trying to buy a house. So, appreciate your time. Hopefully there was some decent information in there for those who are looking for it. Like I said, if you're willing to test your luck on something, the Zulizzi's, and the Oak and the Z1, I've seen pretty good. They've got a couple new models out for the RMSC that I actually want to pick up, and we'll see how things go. I need to win the lotto or something, so that way I can actually go out and truly put the rounds through these that they need. And I got to go through and test. I got some other barrels and whatnot to test and everything. So, appreciate anyone who watched. Hope you have yourself a good day. And have a happy Halloween, since that's coming up soon. Later, folks.